Hi guys, welcome to Mii Yao Talks. I'm your host Ayman. Before we introduce our guest, I want to thank our sponsors Altos and Mentos. Please, again, if you want to help us grow this page, share, like, and subscribe. And our guest today is Angelo Immorlano. I got the name right, right?
Yeah.
So you're the beverage director of Nobu Dubai, right?
Nobu in Dubai, yes.
Thanks
That's
for
correct.
thanks for being here, buddy.
Thanks for having me here, man.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure.
So tell me, Angelo,
Mm,
you were born and you're half Italian, half
mm,
Spanish, right?
yes.
But where were you born?
So born in Spain, in
Okay.
Mallorca, and raised in Mallorca. Uh, my dad is Italian, and my mom Spanish. And yeah, so I was raised in Spain.
And how did you get into the, let's say, F&B world? Was it by mistake? Was it?
Yeah, actually, it was almost by mistake. I had a friend. Thank you.
Cheers.
I had a friend that cheers, um, had a little pub where in that specific summer I was, I think, 19 or 20.
You were in university back then, yeah?
No, I finished. I didn't go to university. I was just working here and there, whatever job I could take. Nothing on the down the line. And basically, these guys opened a little pub, and it was very successful the first summer. Uh, and then obviously they wanted to get bigger and bigger, no? So they took a next spot, triple the size, so they need this stuff. And basically, why they called me is because sounds but I was one of the popular guys.
Okay.
Okay, so this guy knew that if I was there, people would come and see me, you know, and
So you were good at PR. You were.
yeah, PR, girls,
Yeah.
etc., etc. But the first time, but I was not drinking. I was not going out much. For me, everything was my focus was football. I wanted to be a football player,
Football player.
and but then I realized I was not good enough, and basically I started there. And I remember the first day behind the bar, I didn't even know where to go because, as I said, I was not drinking, so I didn't know what whiskey was or gin was. Or if if someone out there gin and tonic, what
What
do
did I
I
do?
put? I don't know what to do. Or during service, I wasn't used to go to restaurants or anything either, so I don't know. The glass is empty. Should I take it from the bar or should I touch it? No, I don't. I didn't know what to do. And I remember it was Friday or Saturday. It was weekend, and the two owners were working behind the bar. One of their girlfriends was helping behind the bar with the glasses, and there I was just standing, watching at them. Place was packed. I didn't know what to do. Gin and tonic, and I was running after them.
What do I do? What do I do?
What is gin? Oh, they were they were actually asking for a specific brand. I had no idea what that was. And then I didn't know if I had to serve it with lemon. Before, no garnishes, no mint, no lime. It was only lemon and orange
Orange.
slices. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
So gin and tonic. Do I put lemon? Do I put orange? I don't know. Whiskey soda. Do I put anything? I had to ask for everything, every single thing, and that's how I started.
That was a dive bar, right? That you didn't get
It
the.
was yeah.
Was there any cocktail experience there that you have?
Okay, so that's where the passion then after comes from. So we did the season, and they wanted to see ways of making a bit more revenue. So they decided on next season, because it was seasonal. Next season they decided to open a little terrace, because it was in front of the sea.
Okay.
It was like a very touristic area, but that was a dive bar. You had to go down underground to go there, and it was dark. But they wanted to open before, and they put like 4 or 5 tables outside with 5 or 6 cocktails: piña colada, tequila sunrise, sex on the beach, and these
The
things.
all classic ones.
So they told me that I had to go earlier. No, I open at 5 to 8. We will do the cocktails in the terrace. Okay, I go there. They order, I don't know, piña colada. I swear, this is a real story. I would turn, grab whatever bottle I would grab, mix. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know if a piña colada or tequila sunrise. What, I didn't know any ingredients. I was just mixing, sending. They would reorder. I would make something different.
Really?
I would send, yeah. I didn't know anything about mixology or cocktails or nothing. But that is when it woke me up.
That you want to know what you're doing.
Yeah, my curiosity was there, so I started to read a little bit by myself, and then one of my best friends saw that I liked it, so she bought me a cocktail book, a very simple one, and that's when I started to read, and I started to fall in love with bartending, mixology, and all of that, and mixing ingredients, trying things, understanding the
Technique.
things behind how whiskey was done or tequila and all of that. And slowly, I started to move from place to place, and then in this place I would do caipirinha, so I would learn the caipirinha. And then in a different place, they would put me in charge, and then they would ask me, I don't know, old fashioned Negroni. I didn't know what that was, so I had to read about it and make them. And basically, slowly, I started to move here and there, and my curiosity started to.
That's all in Mallorca.
Yeah,
Still in Spain, yeah.
Still in Mallorca. So from my 20, I was 20, 19 or 20, until I was 27.
You were in Mallorca.
Yes. So I was just jumping from place to place.
But where was the turning point for you in Mallorca?
In Mallorca, when I was 27. When I was 27, I already had 7 years of experience, but I felt like I was not learning anymore. Okay. I was already getting the position of being in charge of the places that I was working, but not learning. So I started to think, okay, I'm not learning, I want to learn. Where should I go? So I thought London. London was the.
Oh, so you went to London.
Yeah. So I moved to London. I'm 27. I mean, 27. I'm a popular guy. I do, I go everywhere. Everybody knows me and all of that. I'm the bar manager here, bar manager there. Nothing special, but I was in charge, of people. And then I decided to go to London with no English.
You didn't know English?
Zero. No.
Spanish and Italian, right?
Zero. So, but I thought my English was okay. I honestly thought it was enough to communicate. I remember landing in London and just asking a question, or trying to ask a question of how do I go there? And they would reply to me with accent, like British accent. And for me, it was just noise. What's happening here? What? Sorry? I didn't know what to say, what to do. I had no clue whatsoever. So my English was very, very bad. So I started as a barback in London at 27. When you are back home, you are the king of the place, and you go back there, and then they slap you and they put you back to reality. And I had to adapt. That was a big challenge, because, as I said, from having everything to move to London, having to learn the language.
Start from zero.
Yes. Being surrounded of people that had a lot more knowledge than me, the passion that I had, but I didn't know how big it could become. Then also for me was something new, was like sharing an apartment. But in my case, I didn't share an apartment, I shared a bed, because I couldn't afford anything else. So I had to share a bed with
and London's
someone.
expensive.
Yes. And that's where everything started. I loved it at the beginning because everything was new. I saw for the first time how to use a sous vide, which I didn't know what that was. I didn't know that existed. why you cooking something in sous vide with a machine that has temperature control, and you need to vacuum back and everything and remove the air, and I didn't understand anything. So I liked it at the beginning, but then obviously because of the language barrier, I couldn't communicate. So I started to get frustrated because I saw that I could work like them, I could move like them, I could
But you can't
understand
communicate.
I couldn't say anything. And obviously, if you can communicate, you can be a bartender. So it was all about that. So the first month goes by, second month, third month, all good. Then is when I started to um, get frustrated. I wanted more and I couldn't have more. So I started to be very aggressive in the bar. So at that time, I remember, I was going to the gym, I was quite fit and all of that. And because of the physique I have, kind of some people, we look very much alike here, but back in Spain, it's not exactly the same. So imagine someone who's a barback, big, going there. Imagine you're here. I need to put the glasses on the shelf, and you are busy. Place is packed. You're serving people, and then it's me there with the glasses. You're not moving. You're not moving. I need to move with the glasses, and like challenging them. What do you want to the bartender? So everybody hated me because I had a very bad attitude, and because of that, I was not growing also.
Okay.
But then I tell you why I'm saying this is because I wanna say this. It's important. There was a day during that frustration time that I remember that I went to. I was opening the bar at 10 a.m. So usually you open at 10 a.m. You arrive 9:45 or something like that. No, the changing room from the place that I was working was like 150 meters away.
Okay.
But that was also the storage. Sometimes in the morning, the trucks would come with the water and soft drinks and whatever,
Orders.
and they would drop it there, keep the invoice between boxes, and it was okay. So you come there and you organize everything, and they will leave it in front of on the street because it was like no cars road. So it's drizzling in London, like this.
raining?
Yeah, raining. The rain that
Raining.
not raining strong, but the rain that is there.
Okay.
You don't realize, but then you wet
You're wet,
after. So I remember turning the corner and seeing a mountain, like a mountain, like 90 boxes. I will never forget this. 90 boxes of water, 45 boxes of soft drinks. Water was carton boxes. They were all wet, so they will start to break. So I start at 10. I'm there at 9:45, 9:50. I had to. So the storage was one floor down, and to go down, the stairs were like very narrow,
Right?
like super narrow.
You didn't have an elevator though.
No, all building from London, no elevator to go down.
Down and up.
To go up, the up was different. It was apartments and shit, but we just had the storage downstairs and the lockers. The stairs were super narrow. Okay, I had to go 45 times up and down. Okay, with the boxes of water because I couldn't pile 3 because it was too much, and they were broken. And so I was carrying 2 at the time. So I went 45 times, and then with the soft drinks I could pile 3. So another 15 times. That's 60 times. It's like 60 floors up and down. That day is when I said, okay, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. Under the rain, I'm running. The place needs to open. I'm already very late because I had this mountain of boxes to organize. And obviously outside, wet, because I was wet and I had to go to set up everything, 2 bars. I said, nah, I'm leaving. In my head, no, I'm leaving. But something clicked. I said, okay, I'm leaving. I have the wrong attitude. Now is my fourth month. I start to understand a little bit of English, and now I left everything back home, and I'm gonna leave. I said no. I am the problem. I have to change. So that was the slap of reality that I managed to realize by myself
Which is good.
because of that specific moment. So I finished the shift, close. I don't remember what was my shift, but I think it was like 10 with a break at 5 p.m. and then go back until 1 a.m., like very long shift. I remember finishing, going to the bus to go home, and on the bus, thinking, I'm leaving, and no, this is not for me. And then, no, I need to be here because I did this, I did that, and I cannot leave now. That wouldn't be the right thing to do, etc., etc. Okay, I'm gonna change attitude. From now on, I'm gonna be nice to people. I'm gonna start, taking it because that's what it has to be done. So from that moment, it took me 2 months, and then I got promoted as a bartender.
In the same place, yeah?
Yes,
Finally.
yes, which is what I wanted. And from that moment, I realized that I really like, because they started to let me do infusions and playing around with drinks, internal competitions, and I did few drinks that people like, and I realized that I really like to make drinks, and that's where the mixology or the creative
Creativity,
part
yeah.
of making drinks comes from is that specific moment. And then yeah, that's when I became a bartender after all this story that I told you.
And you stayed in London for how long?
So yeah, so
That was the last place you worked in London, or did you go to another place?
So I worked in two places which actually are the same company. So I started in
Oh, Rocca.
Roca as a barback.
Okay.
Roca there is 4 Rocas in London. The one that I was working at is in Charlotte Street. Charlotte Street has sort of speakeasy downstairs called Sochu Lounge, which was it was
Sochu?
Sochu Lounge.
Okay.
Beautiful. I will show you after the pictures. That place in 2005 was the best bar in London.
It's still open?
Yes. Yeah, best bar in London in 2005, 20 years ago. It was run by Tony Conigliaro.
Okay. Italian?
Yes.
Obviously, the
he-
Italians took over the.
No, but that guy, the guy is a legend. He's the guy who started to use the sous vide for
So he was the
infusing.
influence.
He was no, he was the one. He's the pioneer.
Okay.
It's like he's the one. And in that place, you had the books and everything, and you would use citric acids and fructose and these two, and then if you use strawberry and such, you
Back in the days.
Yes, yeah, back in the days, it was the very first one. And I would have the books, and I would start reading about what I was saying. No, citric acid, fructose, and strawberry should be cooked with soju at this temperature. But if you infuse with mint or something, the temperature should be lower because to extract the best out of whatever you are using. And I love that. I really love that. So from there, I moved to Zuma, London.
Oh, Zuma London.
Roca London, Zuma London. In total, 3 years. And when I was in Zuma London,
Who did you work? Who was the bar manager there?
in Zuma London, I had at the beginning there was no bar manager. It was a head bartender.
That was the first ever Zuma.
Yeah.
It didn't open in Dubai back then. Yeah, it wasn't.
No, it was open because Zuma in London was open in 2002, and in Dubai in 2008.
Okay.
That we are talking about 2015 now.
Okay.
And then after a couple of months, they hire a bar manager. His name is Tiziano. This person is the person that taught me that less is more. For example, I always take things from people. I like to keep specific things from someone who is teaching me or pushing me to become better, no? And this specific person told me that less is more. because at that point is when Niger and all these bars
yeah.
had like 1,000
It was
ingredients.
coming up, yeah.
Yeah, 1,000 ingredients and a lot of garnishes and super weird. Like it was like a
Yeah, it was there was artesian bar.
artisan Niger.
Some people got rid of that technique, the
Yeah,
overdoing.
yeah, yeah. It's just, I think it's trends, no? It's
Few places still do it. I mean, Oriole still does it, no?
yes, but no one
Gibson
talks.
still does it, right?
Maybe yes, yeah, yeah. I haven't been there.
And you have
but
Paradiso.
yeah, Paradiso is one there for sure. It's all about
It's the experience,
yeah.
the whole thing.
But then this guy made a menu and with few ingredients, just making one of the ingredients stand out, and using I don't know, something that people would not think of. You know, let's say I don't know, kimchi, just
Okay.
for the sake of
Back in the
saying,
days, it was the first time you
Yeah.
used it.
I'm saying kimchi and I can say
Porcini mushroom.
yeah, whatever it is, but if you make it right, you just have, you just infuse that with the whiskey or the tequila or whatever the spirit was, and that was enough just to make sure to create something different, and that got stuck in my mind. From there, then I moved to Zuma, Dubai.
Why did you move to Zuma, Dubai?
Why? Because of my wife. So my wife just got hired in Dubai, so she moved. So I asked the company to transfer me to Dubai. I didn't want to go to Dubai. I didn't like Dubai. Oh, I didn't know Dubai, to be honest. But my plan was to move to US.
To the US?
Yes, I had the US in my head
Okay.
for no specific reason. It's just
But who do you think was had the influence on you as a mentorship in your process before going to Dubai, right? Who do you think, which place or which figure you think, if you don't want to say the name, it's fine, but who do you think was a good mentor that really put that touch in you, where like
I think it's a little bit of
mix?
yes, it's a mix.
You just took the good things from everybody, yeah.
That's as I said before, I like to pick things from everybody.
I mean, at our age, I mean, you're a bit older than I am, but back then, being in London, it was a competitive
yeah,
city.
no, London. That moment was crazy. You could
The
enter.
names are coming up, Alex Cretena.
No, they were number one in the world at that specific moment. I remember going to Artesian as a barback, not speaking English or anything.
You went to Artesian. So you were working in Artesian bar?
No, as a guest.
Okay.
To experience what they were doing, and sitting there in a 5-star hotel, luxury and everything. For me, everything was like being in a movie. I didn't. I never left
bar,
home.
yeah. It is a.
Yeah, but I never left home. And I'm from an island that is beautiful, but all these things that you see in movies, that's what I was experiencing in London. So I go to this place, and they come to the table with a massive thing like this, and and 3 glasses on top, and it's all the whole story behind, and that was something wow, And in that moment in London, you could go anywhere, any bar, dive bar, wherever you went, you could see that the bartenders were strong.
Yeah.
Maybe one was slow, the other one was not.
But they had a good base.
But good base, and that was something that really, really impressed me. And I wanted to get something from everybody. I remember being in Niger in front of Luca Cinali and Marian Becker.
Luca Cinali, yeah.
And it was the first time that I went there. Usually, they would not allow you to sit at the bar counter.
In front of Luca, no?
So, Niger was a dispense bar, actually.
Yeah. But now they do. Like last time I was in London, I think they do let people sit on the bar.
I don't know. It was long. Last time I was there was when I was in London. We're talking about 10 years ago.
That's 2020, 2015.
Yeah.
No, I was there. I think 2017, 18. Maybe.
In Niger, Now I'm talking in that specific place.
Niger, what did it turn? Is it still Niger now?
I don't know.
Or Marian Becky, yeah.
Marian Becky is not there anymore, and Luca Cinali is not there anymore.
So it's the one you go downstairs,
You
right?
go downstairs and
It's called Oriol now.
yeah, no, it's not there. Oriol is the it's another bar.
It's not the same as the Nitro,
No,
no?
it's not the same place.
Okay, maybe it's still called Nitro.
Yeah. So in that place, you go downstairs, and obviously you need to give your name, and they stop you. Everything was new for me again. And for some reason, I went with my bar supervisor back in the days, and they allowed us to sit at the table because we were at the counter, and it was two stations like these two. So I was sitting there. Luca Cinelli here, Marian Becker here.
You
So I
were
was
watching
sitting-
them,
It was like I
A
don't know
dream come
how
true.
they were moving, how they were using the gear,
They were both very good at
machines, non-stop, but not serving people on the counter, just dockets.
I was a kid watching them. They were Luca Cinelli was technically very good. Mariam Becky as well. The push, the way they move. Yeah, I get what you mean.
I got a lot of inspiration from that day because I sat in front of them for 2 hours, maybe had 4 drinks with them, and
They were nice.
yeah, they were very nice, super correct, professional, but focus on the dockets. So I got a lot of inspiration from there, and I remember back in the days I wanted to shake like them. So I adapted my shake to look like a little bit like them, but with my own twist, and and that's what I meant before. Everywhere I went, I would
You
try
took a small
something. I would
thing.
see something. Someone would tell me something, and I would take it with me, and then
Even you learn how you would want if you take care of a bar that's pre-opening phase. You would take care of designing the station, knowing where you want your fridges, and understanding the small details that make the bar a bit more easy to handle, right?
Yeah. That came way after, I would say, because the path to grow at the beginning was tough. So from bar back to bartender took me 6 or 8 months, can't remember.
And then you moved.
And then from London, I was ready to get, to be in charge of a shift. Let's say to be the bar supervisor, but I was not getting the position, and but I wanted the position in Zuma or in Roca when I was there.
Okay.
But I was not getting it. So from Roca I moved because I wanted more, and they didn't have anything. So I decided, okay, let me go to Zuma because everybody talks about Zuma, and it's the same company. So I went there. I wanted to learn more, and when I was ready, I remember it was between me and another guy, and he got the position on me. But I was getting a lot of offers, bar supervisor, head bartender here, but I was ready, but I was not getting it in Zuma. And that's when my wife got the job in Dubai, and she moved, and then I asked for a transfer, and then they transferred me.
As a bartender?
Yes. And I remember talking to the beverage director, global beverage director, and asking him for the transfer, and he said, yeah, I'll move you, but no position. You go there as a bartender. And I said, I don't care.
Who were you talking to back then? Jimmy Barrat?
In that moment was James Shearer, which was the global guy.
And then
James Sheeran was talking to Jimmy Barrat, and Jimmy Barrat said yes. And I said to him, yeah, I need one person. So it was like I asked. 15 minutes after, he said, okay, you move in April.
But okay.
Like I asked for a transfer 2 months before.
And you got in the 15 minutes?
In 15 minutes, you made a couple of calls. They needed the people. And I said, okay, you're moving in April. I was having the breakfast before the shift started. And I said, what? Wow, so fast. So I started to say, whoa,
Panic.
I'm moving to not panic, but I said, oof, I'm moving to Dubai. What's happening? And then back then,
you did feel a bit depressed when you went to Dubai the first time, yeah?
No.
No, you really liked it, yeah?
No. From the
you adapted right away?
Super fast.
Nice.
For some reason, I really liked it from the beginning.
Okay.
I moved there. I'm moving to a 50 best bar. Okay, I didn't even understand
what top 50
what 50 best bar was. I'm gonna work with this guy that came to London Jimmy Barra, sat at the table with James, started to speak. I introduced myself, and the guy just said hi to me, like because he was busy, and obviously everybody wanted to speak to him.
Back
At
in the
that
day,
point,
yeah.
he was, they speak. He won world class and all of this. So there was a lot of videos of him in YouTube and all of that, and I was watching them. And before I knew him, I already watched him in videos. So for me, it was like, I'm moving to a 50 best bar. I'm moving to Dubai. I'm gonna go with this guy. I don't know what's gonna happen because it might be very good, but it might be not nice. So I didn't know what to expect. But actually, from the moment that I landed, for some reason, I think he liked me a lot because of the personality and how I was working behind the bar and all of that. And the moment I landed in Dubai, my career went super fast.
And how was your first few months in Dubai?
Okay.
Like, did you adapt really quickly, or did
Yes.
you find it hard?
So I didn't even.
And back then, it's not as. I mean, Dubai is always growing. Every day you go,
It
there's
was
something new.
Yeah, but Zuma was
Yeah.
still huge. It's super big. In the moment I landed and I saw that place, and when I saw the guys working behind the bar at that speed, and everything, in harmony, I thought I was not able to do it.
I mean, Dubai attracted
Right.
the really very good, talented Europeans from all over the world.
Crazy, man, crazy. Now is
The money is good. You don't pay that much taxes. I get it, but
zero taxes.
Mhm.
Money is not good at the beginning. Okay.
Yeah,
When
true.
you build your career, then the money comes.
It's not only about the career. I think it's Dubai. Once you understand Dubai and how the money system flows there,
Yeah.
then you know how to put
I
money
mean,
on the side.
there is a lot of money.
Ways to-
In Dubai is money.
Dubai gives you the privilege of spending $100,000 in a day.
If you want, yes.
Easy.
No
Easy.
problem. So, Dubai changed my career a lot, and because of Zuma and the people that I was working with, which we made like I think the strongest team I've ever been at.
That was what year?
2016.
So Laura was the
Yeah.
head bartender, yeah?
She was
I think she was the head.
assistant bar manager in that moment.
Yeah, because I know Laura. I was 22 and I won the Bacardi Legacy here locally.
And you did a Bacardi Global with her.
She was the winner.
2015, 14,
She was
I
the
think.
winner of Dubai. Yeah. She did a twist on an espresso martini.
Patriota. Very good drink.
Very good drink, actually.
Yeah.
She was up against a very good guy as well. What's his name? The Italian guy. Remember that final they did?
I wasn't there. I wasn't there. No. So I'll tell you a story. When I was in London, Zuma London. So from corporate, they said no. We need to make the Patriota. We need to make it because this girl from Dubai won the competition, head bartender, and to help her grow in the competition, you need to make it in all Zuma. So
it was the marketing thing.
Yes,
from Bacardi. Yeah.
Exactly. But then they sent us the wrong recipe. So when we tried the drink in London, we said, really, this drink won Bacardi. It was not good. The drink had Branca Menta, but they sent us Fernet Branca.
Oh.
So it's nothing. It didn't work with Fernet Branca, and we were doing it with that, and with a different chocolate liqueur. It had to be done with that, with Mozart and Branca Menta. When I moved to London, I tried the real Patriota. I said, now I understand. Why. And I remember telling the guys from London, I said, guys, the drink it was not done properly. The drink is very good when you make it with the right product. So going back to, yes, Laura was the assistant bar manager. Jimmy Barra was regional beverage director. And there was a bunch of guys that was there. But that was the moment that we grow the most.
Now you want now I remember you from Zuma. Now I remember you because back then I was when I won Bacardi Legacy here in 2016. Next day the guys I forgot the name of the guys. They told me you have to be in Dubai like in 2 days. You're going there for 4 days. And now I remember going to Zuma and Laura taking me behind the bar, making a tour behind the bar, and I saw you.
Yeah, I was every day in front, man.
How what do you? Let's talk about Zuma, okay?
Mm.
It's a tough school, right?
The best school, yeah.
Yeah, you think it was a school that really
It was an amazing school, but also because of the people that was running the place. So that place to be run the way it was run took Jimmy Barrett years, you know,
to
and
implement that?
yeah, and until he got all the talent, it took him years. But then I think we had one of the strongest team.
Yeah, but the system. I mean, I think Zuma did revolutionize
Yeah.
the system of the bar, right?
Mm.
The dispense had two fucking monsters just fucking working
Crazy.
the whole time, you
And
know?
you can
And you have that ice guy not even using a finger on the fucking ice,
Mm.
right? Straight from Japan, you do the ice.
ice.
The whole system was done.
No. It
It
was
was genius.
I can tell you that
The flow
how
was
everything, yeah,
epic, man.
and then having this martini station behind that would make the drinks that would take a bit more time
Yeah, with the
supporting,
buckets, right? With
yeah,
the crushed
yes,
ice, you had to have that
supporting.
station.
So I was always in the front line, okay, and that is war.
It's the worst.
That's
It's the worst. It's the
that,
worst. You'll never get a
it's the
smile,
best, not the
but
worst. It's the best.
you'll never get a smile from a bartender in Zuma in the front lines.
But at that moment, we were sometimes we were very busy, but at that moment we were having so much fun that it was amazing. Then you had the support from the martini station. So I remember I'm making drinks and I would go like one Negroni and one martini, and I would keep taking orders, making drinks, and shouting. Everybody was shouting at each other because we had to
Communicate,
hear.
yeah.
And then okay, Angelo, start making the drink. In 2 minutes, you got the drink, and then I would start to make the rest of the drinks of that specific order. So you had two drinks plus the Negroni that I was asking for. Okay, in 2 minutes I would start to make those two drinks, and then everything boom.
So
It was
it's
the system. It was
system.
it was amazing. It was amazing. It was all about setup in the morning, mise en place, communication, and very strong and talented and passionate people.
Team, yeah, the
Amazing,
team.
man, amazing.
I mean, I still think Zuma do a good job by having good.
No, yeah, but the guys behind Zuma, my friends and
They still have a certain criteria of getting the right people to keep that aura. Yeah, you go to the bar.
The DNA is the same.
Yeah.
The
you
DNA
feel
is
like,
the same.
You feel like there's that character behind the bar, right?
You have to. You cannot handle that.
Yeah.
But if you don't have character, charisma, and personality,
It wouldn't work.
No,
It
no,
wouldn't
no.
work, yeah.
The guests would eat you alive. Think that you
And Zuma is a very demanding place.
yes, you
Full
have
every fucking day, man.
every single day. You have at some point of the night 200 people in front of you just in the bar. I'm not talking about the lounge and the restaurant. I'm talking about in front of you, like 5 lines of people trying to get a drink from you,
And still,
everybody knows you, and everybody's waving at you like I'm VIP. Everybody. Like I say, guys, I have 2 hands. I mean, I'm fast. Maybe not the fastest, but
I think that was the golden era
wow, man, yes,
of Zuma.
100%.
I don't see like I've been to Zuma recently, but you don't see the same traffic where you wait.
No, you see
It's
it.
still traffic, but it wasn't the same maybe as I.
There is more people now. Even.
Yeah.
They have more people. Yes. Yeah. Sometimes you can't even be there.
Who handles now Zuma?
So it's run by Mirko in the region, which is one of my best friends.
And GCC.
Yes.
Or is it also Europe?
Yeah, Middle East and Asia.
Oh, okay.
Middle East and Asia. And then the bar manager in Dubai is Danilo, a guy that he was hired when I was I think bar manager or assistant bar manager, and he started from being a bartender. I promoted him as a bar supervisor, and then I left and I moved to Nobu. And then the guy grew very fast, and now he's the bar manager.
And why did you leave Zuma?
Wow.
Maybe you don't have to elaborate.
That's I never wanted to leave Zuma, never. So
Even after 7 years.
no,
You
it was not in my plan. Okay, so everybody left.
you got used to the routine. I mean, you didn't want to change anything.
No, tell you why. So in that moment is when Ergo opened. Jimmy Barra
Yeah.
opened his bar, took Laura, took my brother, took Daniele, took Luca.
He
So
took Francesco.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he was
Okay.
yeah, he took everybody. Just left me in Zuma.
Okay.
So I was the guy in charge and everything, and not even a single thought of leaving at all. But then Nobu calls me. I didn't know it was Nobu. Atlantis Hotel calls me, and I went there just for fun, just to understand. It was like almost 10 years working for Zuma, so I never had an interview. I didn't know what the market.
It's an opportunity. You go and see what it.
It was not for the opportunity. I just wanted to understand the market a little bit, what was happening and what would they offer. To understand how people looked at me.
Okay. Okay.
And I go there as at that moment the beverage in Nobu was not it was not at the level that it had to be. So I go there and they told me, no, okay, this is for Nobu. And I said, no, I'm not moving to Nobu. I don't want to move to Nobu because in that moment the beverage program was not, I'm the bar manager of the 17th best bar in the world in 50 best. I'm not moving, I didn't want to move. But then they made me feel very good, the guys that hired me. So they called me for a second interview. And again, I went just for fun. And they explained to me again the details and they made me feel good again. But still, I didn't want to move. But then the guys told me, we want to send you an official offer letter. Okay. So I gave my conditions. I want this. They gave me everything. Still, I didn't want to move.
Still.
No, I didn't want to move.
Damn.
But then, obviously, I had to consider it. So I went to the managing director of Zuma. And because of what happened with Jimmy and Laura when they left, that was a big of drama. I did it differently.
So there was a drama.
Big drama. But
Was it done legally? But I mean,
yeah,
did they
legally,
go by
yeah.
the book?
But you get emotional and you spend so much time with this person which is running the whole program, and now this person is leaving. You have all the rights of leaving a place. I don't belong to you. But obviously it was not taken nice, and it was a little bit of drama.
They didn't take it in, yeah. They didn't take it in one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do it differently. So I went there, and instead of not saying anything and giving my resignation, but because I didn't want to leave,
you had a conversation.
Yeah. So I wanted to have a conversation. I said, listen, I had an offer, and I'm actually considering. And how I was treated in that moment is what made me change and say, okay, it's time to leave.
But I think all the anger they didn't let out. I think you were the one who got the backlash of maybe the way Jimmy.
Yeah, it was the
So you were the punching bag.
Yeah. At the end, but I said, it's okay, whatever. So I moved, and I don't regret. I miss those times. Yes, I do, but at the same time, I don't. Now I'm in a different.
Nobu, how long have you been with Nobu?
3 years in August.
Yeah.
So why I moved to Nobu is because also the challenge. So I took a program, a beverage program that
Nobu was strong in food, but not in beverage.
Exactly. And one of the things that I asked for was, I need a blank canvas. I need to do
Anything
whatever
you want.
Let me change everything.
Open
Let me
budget.
do it. And they said yes. So that's number one. Then so they moved from the location where they were, and they opened a new place on top and in the bridge, which is beautiful. And then I could take the people, no? So I was building something from scratch, let's say, and I was I would be able to put the beverage program of Nobu, which didn't really exist at the moment, in the map locally and internationally. That was the purpose, and all of that excited me, and that's why I moved to Nobu. That's the reason.
Damn. No, we're talking about your story. Let's talk about bartending in general, right? Let's talk about creativity, techniques. How do you see, like, you've been in Dubai for now 13 years, maybe?
It's gonna be 10.
10 years
Yeah.
in total, yeah. So Dubai is going forward, or you think it
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's moving forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You think it's still gonna attract bartenders from around the
100%.
world?
So the thing is that Dubai as a city is growing so much and so fast, and it's the land of opportunity. Jimmy Barra told me once, and I always use it because I I really think that's the real explanation of Dubai. He told me once, Middle East in general is the new US of the 1800s, 1900s, the land of opportunity. Everybody is moving
The
there.
American dream, huh?
Everybody is moving there because they are making it easy for you. They're giving you the opportunity of having something that you can't think of having anywhere else.
No
impossible.
taxes. They make it easy
Right
for
now,
you.
they make it very easy.
Services,
It's the
stability, security.
most futuristic city in the world, moving fast.
Everything's
Yeah,
organized.
yes.
Everything's clean.
Super safe, super clean, and keeps growing non-stop. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
But do you think what attracts bartenders from Europe? I mean, especially from Europe. But then I'll have that conversation with you. Is it the money or is it the experience? I think in Europe, because look, I'm telling you, you can't raise the. I don't think you have more experience coming to Dubai rather than making more money and paying less taxes. Because in Europe, you pay half of your salaries from 35 up to 50% of your salaries, right? This is what makes the European bartenders go to a place like Dubai.
So,
but then you bring the experience with you, make Dubai more valuable, and that's why people come to Dubai.
What happens is when people hear Dubai, they think of money.
True.
You go on YouTube, you Google, you put Dubai, and everything is party, and having the hangover movie type of party, every day. You can if you want, and you can.
But
you can,
but you'll end up with no money.
That's not for everybody, and not for sure not for a bartender.
No.
Okay.
You won't save anything.
So they think that they're gonna make a lot of money, But at the beginning, your salary is a normal salary.
What would you say a normal salary is?
So a bartender now
$1,800. $1,800
at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Less. Really?
At the beginning, less, man. But they give you accommodation, the transportation, they give you food, and all of that. You need to consider that. But I can tell you, my first salary when I started in Zuma was 2,200 dirhams, which is what, $600.
That was what year?
2016. Basic salary, and then with the tips and the service charge, I would get around $1,200.
$1,200 won't make you survive a month in Lebanon. How come?
That was my salary at the beginning, and that was everybody's salary at the beginning. Now,
but then if you go up the ranks,
then you can start making real money. When you get a management position, then you start getting good money, and then you can have a comfortable life. But you need to get there.
And do you think the fact that a lot of good bartenders went from Europe to Dubai made it a competition for Europe?
I think
as a scene, as a bartending scene, right?
It's not a problem. It's just it's a fact. You have to adapt to Dubai. So the people come, but not everybody like Dubai because of the weather, because of
The
not,
people there,
not being able to walk on the street and find your coffee shop and then your friend's place, and then you don't have that, and people miss that a lot. You don't have like the square where you go and there is the castle or the church or whatever. There is no
culture.
Dubai is like 50 years old. Yeah, you have the biggest.
You're talking about culture, yeah, and
It's missing that. So not every and the nature, the man you have, but you need to drive long drives all the time,
and the
and,
people there are different.
and people miss that. So you might get a talent, but some of them leave as well, so they don't get adapted.
They couldn't adapt.
And that happened, for example, that happened to my brother. Talking about him, he came once and he left after a year. He hated it.
But then he's back now, right?
And then he came back a bit older with a different position, and then he loved it. And now Dubai is home. So you need to adapt. And if you are too young in Dubai, I think you need to experience something before you move to Dubai. If you
Dubai,
go when
it's
you are
tough, yeah.
22, 23, I think you are too young. Not everybody can, because you need to.
I had my offers after Bacardi Legacy
Uh-huh.
as a senior bartender. I think back then Koya sent me
Back then, Koya was.
Koya was a big thing,
yeah,
but I didn't accept the offer.
No,
For some reason, I didn't want to go.
Koya was. It was one of my favorite places after.
I think things would have been so much different for me if I went to Koya.
Yeah, 100%. But I think you're doing very good.
Yeah. But again, now if I look at things, I'm happy where I am. I wouldn't have changed everything. But now I think about it, right? What would have helped me more is, look, I'm 32 years old right now, right? And now I'm meeting people like you and everybody else. Back then I was too young to go out of Lebanon to a global competition, feel like I'm lost. Like I had only the goal of winning a local competition, right? I wanted to win Bacardi Legacy Lebanon, but I didn't know what it means to be going to a global finals at 22 years old. And you go there, what am I doing here?
I think that opened your mind in a way that.
So, but for me, going, maybe now, if I think about it, if I went to Koya, I would have met a lot of, I would have made a lot more connections.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Maybe.
That would have been the advantage of Dubai. It would have put you in contact with the Western bartending scene, right?
But you wouldn't have had, or maybe you would, but the opportunity of having your place and expressing who you are as a bartender or with your team and everything, and express it into how you serve the people, what your product is. When people come here, this is Mii Yao. This has Ayman Sol and the whole team, and you feel it. If you are in corporate restaurant, business, you follow what they say.
It's a double-edged sword. So you might have enjoyed this, but I'm so happy I'm here again. I'm just looking at things differently.
Put it this way: I envy you, and you envy me a little bit. In a very healthy way. You know what I mean?
True.
So that's how.
And that's how you share things. Yeah. Going forward, I'm sure you would go independently at some point, right? You would want to have your place, right?
Yeah, 100%.
And would you do it would you go back home, or would you do it?
No. Dubai. Home is Dubai now.
Dubai is your home.
Right now is home. Yeah. My wife is there. My brother is there. My wife's sister is there. So we created, a little family there. Yeah. So we are creating a home in Dubai. So right now I would not move from Dubai, but you never know. I might say this now, and tomorrow I move. Who knows?
True.
But right now, if I think of home is Dubai.
How? Keep going.
No. So what I was trying to say is that if I wanna open my place, it would be in Dubai.
How hard is it to open a place in Dubai? Hard. Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard because
the numbers are high.
Because of, obviously, you need the muscle. You need money. Obviously, in Dubai,
Investors, obviously.
you need the investor, so you need that first. You need that, and then the competition. You know, Dubai has a specific uh, type of crowd. They like a specific type of party. You know,
True.
and if one day I open something, I would like something, let's say, like Mii Yao, something small, humble, but unique. And
It's not a
not
successful business model.
difficult to put it. But I think because of what we were saying before, Dubai is growing so fast that in Dubai is always the biggest restaurant. Everything is the best, the most, the biggest, the smallest, the fastest. At some point,
Any famous place would want to open in Dubai.
eh?
Any famous place
Yeah,
globally
they
would
wanna be there,
uh,
but everything is big, you know. Slowly, people keep moving to Dubai. It's gonna develop, and you will need normal, small places as well.
That's when you create communities, because now if you talk to people who know Dubai, if they live in residential areas where there's like certain communities, let's say like Motor City, I think what is it
Motor
called?
City,
Yeah,
hmm?
where somebody once said that if they open a neighborhood bar in Motor City, you'll have
The
and
people from there just not going all
you're
the way
talking
to
about thousands of people living in that
yeah,
compound, right?
100%, yeah.
Having that community bar where I think with time you would kind of start creating, let's say like here I'm in Jamaizi, right? And then you go to Hamra,
Yeah.
right? And there's a bar in Hamra for the people in Hamra.
Yeah.
There's this bar here for the people in Jamaizi. I think Dubai will eventually
It will.
turn like
I'm
that.
pretty sure. Where I live, I live in downtown. Downtown is one of the only few places that you can go down the building and walk. And when you walk, like you have your coffee shop, you have your
Everything, yeah, it's very
bakery, and you
close.
have this and
And
this
the
and that.
mall is right there, right?
Eh?
And the mall is right there.
Yeah, right on the other side. Yeah, and but everything feels luxurious. It's no there are no things that don't make you feel that you are in a normal place. Everything you enter, even if it's a coffee shop, is like, wow, if I put this in anywhere in the world, it would be the thing,
Selling
in here
it.
is one more, you know what I mean?
Another one, yeah.
But at some point, it will develop.
You want that kind of industrial, maybe low-key places to open, right?
Yeah.
I think
There is an area called Al Circle Avenue
Mhm.
that they are opening a little shops and restaurants and coffee shops and art
That are
galleries and a
more-
couple of things that very funky places, and I love that area. But there is still no alcohol license there. That would be top.
Okay, I really enjoyed the conversation. We didn't really talk about bartending, but I really like the fact that the Lebanese community here can listen a bit more about Dubai and have an insight from someone who has been there for so long. Where do you think? I'm gonna close this episode with a question, talking about the industry.
Mm.
Where do you think the industry is going? Do you think it's gonna go for less consumption of alcohol and more
So
more awareness, or
the numbers are there. The young people are not drinking as much. They're more concerned about
health,
yes,
calories?
the new generation are not drinking
How
as heavy as we do or we did.
and how important is now doing having mocktails?
Yeah,
That can compete on the terms of creativity and technique with a normal cocktail, right?
100%. Yeah, when we do non-alcoholic cocktails, I put the same effort.
You treat it the same way.
Yeah. I like to find specific ingredients that I like to. And I have a few of the. From my point of view, I have like 3 or 4 mocktails that are the best mocktails I've tried ever. In like we have a very good non-alcoholic offer for.
I think in Lebanon we're still not treating mocktails as seriously. Now that I think of it, I would want to treat it as serious. But if I tell my team, guys, we have to gonna make mocktails same level, they would give me shit. They're like,
If you because
but guys, it's you have to look, you have to
You know what I do
See where it's
all
going.
the time? I go to the shop, not the normal shop. I go to I like to go to a specific shop which is Japanese and in Korean. So I find ingredients that for me are new. And what I do is see a bunch of things and I buy them.
And go try.
And then I go to the place and then I start trying them and what I feel that it might be something interesting. Then I start working on it. And that's how many times we did a few mocktails with ingredients that not necessarily need a non-alcoholic spirit or things like that. If you think, you can use a very specific tea that has these notes of something and that's your spirit already. That has your toasted and sweet and vanilla and all these notes. You have it in the tea, and then you make homemade ingredient, and then you top it up and I don't know, you carbonate it or you the way you want to serve it. But if you not just think about the non-alcoholic spirits and you go and try to find
It's hard. No.
yeah
I mean,
weird or unique things and implement them in a non-alcoholic or alcoholic cocktail,
yeah. But
it becomes amazing.
so because I mean you've been in Orica, right? But in Lebanon there's the competition where it has alcohol. But I've been to Oman, uh, and I realized how tough it is to really create a mocktail.
Mm.
It is, because when you create a cocktail, you have a spirit which is dominantly the main
Mm.
dominant ingredient, right? With the 2 ounce maybe.
I don't work like that. When I make a drink, I don't think of the spirit. I think of
The
the
idea,
final flavor. That somehow I'm imagining this thing in my head.
inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But I'm just saying, but it's easier to make a cocktail than a mocktail. It's so much easier to balance a cocktail than to balance a mocktail, right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're right. But you just need to put your mind into it and think as if it was a alcoholic drink, and then you make it. Then you make it.
Maybe if you create the base like based on tea, barley, or
Whatever
whatever
it
it
is,
is,
man.
yeah.
Whatever you can make, it's infinite. You can use something from the kitchen. You get the juice of the pickles that you have over there, and then you use it, and that changes the whole thing. You're just making a at the end of the day, sweet, sour, and what else? And flavor. Sweet,
True.
sour flavor. You have a drink already. Balance, dilution, and then you add something extra. So I don't know, spiciness, saltiness, and then you make something unique.
Do you think I'm just gonna I want to take you to a question later, but do you think there's a difference between the generation we had? Maybe you're a bit older than I am, but I think we have that same mentality of hustling back
I
in
would
the days.
say you are the
Did it
very
change?
last of the
Yeah.
generation
Did it change?
that belongs to
Do
the
you
same
feel, yeah,
generation.
but do you
Yeah,
feel the same in Dubai that the generation has
100%.
changed? They don't want to really give into it, right?
100%.
Nobody wants to get shit. Nobody wants to be talked down.
They
They do.
wanna they what from my experience, young bartenders they come, they want bigger salaries, they want better positions, and they forget about
And they want
they need to go. Man,
and they're
I
so
moved to Lo-
psychologically fragile. Again, I would say that
I moved to London at 27 after 7 years of experience, being bar manager, being the shit in my island, going to London, bar back, sharing a bed, not having enough money, taking the shit from everybody, and I had to, and I really appreciate that brought me back to earth.
true.
People don't go through that.
I went through the same thing. Yeah,
People don't go through that, and I think it's important. Not the same way as us, but you need, you know,
I was living
In Italia we call it la gavetta.
rich.
La gavetta is this going through the shit.
Yeah.
You need to go through that to become strong.
Speaking of that, what would you tell the young bartenders? Like, if you want to tell them a message, we can't really put them.
It is for me. It's very simple, and I will make it
Yeah.
completely easy. it's all about people. Done. Your job is done. It's all about people. If you understand that sentence,
That's deep.
and if you really go into it and understand that sentence, then all the rest that you do
Because it
is
means
bonus.
because it means people on both sides, on the team
100%.
and customers.
So for me, my priority is my team, always. And then second is the guest.
True.
That's how I see it. And for the team, the priority is the guest. And then the team. That's how I see it in a way, you know. But it's
You
all
protect your team protect the customers.
Yeah. People is the most important thing for your development. You need someone who develops you.
True.
Right? You can develop and you can learn.
And the bar
But you
manager
need a mentor.
needs people with him to
Yeah.
push the team as well.
And then we work in hospitality.
At the end of the day, yeah.
That's the
At the end of the day, yeah. No matter
we
how
host people.
how good your cocktail is.
Where would you go back to a place that you had the best tapas and cocktails in your life, but no one like really made you feel special or anything? You tried that thing that said, okay, it's amazing. Or to the place that you go and you have a very good margarita, you know, and a slice of pizza, but you had the best time of your life.
It's the team. And this is what I tell the team. I always tell them, you're the number one attraction to anybody who comes to the place.
But let me tell you, you guys, and I always say this, you Lebanese are masters at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You guys, the way you host people, and it's me and my brother, we always talk about this. You guys have the hospitality in you and the way you treat people and talk to people. You just make people want to come back always, you know, and that is super important. So if we compress everything, I would say it's all about people. And do not forget, learn how to do a rotobab. Yes, learn how to clarify, carbonate. Learn how to, I don't know, do the cryo freezing.
But at the end of the day, hospitality
is the people. End of the story.
You can be as creative as you can, but you need
all them tools.
Yeah.
The better tools you have, the easier your job is.
You need to know how to hook the customer.
And also, you need to grow, right? Because you want to grow as a bartender, you want to move to the next position, and then next, and then next, and then next. Someone has to promote you. So someone needs to like you. Someone needs to see something in you.
True.
So you can be very good, but you need that people in general that needs to see that.
Character, charisma comes with
people.
it.
Again, someone needs to see that. Someone will decide, okay, I promote you or I promote you.
True.
So people.
Thanks, Angelo.
No, thanks you.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank
I
you,
really
brother.
appreciate that.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
3 good days. I think we had fun, yeah.
No, yeah, we had a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys for being with us today. Again, if you want to help us grow this page, share, like, and subscribe. Until next time, thank you.